Dio, how are you?
I'm good, Chidi. How are you?
I'm good. We're in a very, very rainy Manchester. Tell me about you, like where have you come from, what do you do?
Yeah, so my family comes from Ghana, but also a little
I'm
bit...
a Nigerian babe.
but also a little bit Nigerian, as you can probably tell from my name.
Yeah.
So who inspired you to get into football or maybe get into the industry, or who were the sporting people?
It's so cliche, but my mum and dad.
Yeah.
So again, when we came from Nigeria in 91, again, back then, where we lived was not very welcoming for us, shall we say.
Yeah.
So everything, like looking back as well, everything that they did for me and my siblings.
Yeah, I would second that as well, just because, I mean, I'm an only child. So, yeah, I know.
Can't relate.
Completely different dynamic.
Cannot relate.
So, growing up, especially somewhere that was majority white like Belfast, they were kind of the only two people that I really had to look up to.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for how much strength they give me to stand in my blackness, if you will, and be proud of it, and not be, I guess, pushed down by things that I couldn't do. Because I mean, when you don't see other females who look like you, then it means that you can't. What you see around you is what you think is, I guess, normal. And when you're growing up in those development stages, it's really important to have similar people around you to learn, to understand, and I didn't have that. So having my parents and how strong they were was a real blessing. This is already quite a niche industry to work in, you know, like working in football.
Do you think?
I think so, especially because it is quite specific.
Yeah.
When you say to, like, one thing I'm really grateful for my parents for is that they didn't freak out and say, what? Like when I said, no, parents, like football industry is what I want to work in. I mean, that's not something that's in the usual frame of mind of most people. So I think it's quite niche already to work in it. And as we said, you don't see a lot of people that look like us off the pitch. So I think when
question though for you, talking about off the pitch, especially more so in men's football than women's football, when you see so many black and brown players on the pitch, don't you think that should translate to roles off the pitch?
I think it should translate to roles off the pitch, and I think we are beginning to show that it's starting to do that, and I'm hoping that over time that will be something that, you know, we encourage more people to do that. I think there is also a fear from our communities to actually just give it a go and apply, and I think being able to see us here, especially for black women as well, just because it is a very male-dominated industry.
It is.
Yeah, just to help them understand, like, you belong in these spaces as much as anybody else does. So I think that's something that's really encouraging, and even just having the opportunity to do this and share our story is hopefully something that will encourage for generations to come. It's evolving, it's going, and I think we are going to be a big part of that going forward, just for people to see that, you know what, I can apply for here too. Like, it's not just men, it's not just white people, it's not just brown people, it's not just anyone can come here and work and thrive. So I'm hoping we're a start of something even better.
Definitely.
You know, it's been really, really nice to chat with you today, just to relate to each other and talk about our experiences as well. So thank you so much for doing this with me.
Same. Let's get a hot chocolate.
Yeah, so down for that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.